So, guys, this is session number 8. Um, as usual, we start with some fun. So, quote of the day: "What we learn with the pleasure, we never forget. What we learn with pleasure, we never forget." يعني اللي نتعلم بمتعة أبد ما ننساه. لذلك أنه نقول when you acquire a language من نكتسب لغة, it's good to find ways to make your learning enjoyable. نلاقي طرق نخلي تعلمنا ممتع so we don't get bored. If you don't get bored, إذا واحد ما يمل, you will spend time with the language. راح تقضي وقت ويا اللغة. If you spend more time with the language, إذا تقضي وقت أكثر ويا اللغة, that would speed up your process. راح يسرع من عملية your acquisition for the language. So always find ways to make your learning enjoyable. دائما انه نلاقي طرق نخلي تعلمنا ممتع. Make your activities like make variety of activities, listening, reading a story, watching a documentary, a film, and being interrupted by Areen. Just voice would be fine. Yeah, so always make your learning enjoyable. دائما خلي تعلمنا ممتع. Through having variety of activities. يكون عندنا هواي نشاطات, like lots of apps, lots of channels, lots of documentaries, lots of books, and as I said, that would speed up your process of acquiring the language. من يكون تعلمنا ممتع راح نقضي وقت أكثر ويا اللغة. من نقضي وقت أكثر ويا اللغة راح يكون عملية اكتسابنا للغة أسرع. Okay, good. Did you guys get this point? Is that clear for you guys?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah, this is really cool. اللي قال Alfred. He's a French playwright. كاتب مسرحي فرنسي. قال what we learn with pleasure, we never forget. Something. Okay. اللي نتعلم من متعة أبد ما ننسى. Okay, now let's warm up. Let's do some warm up. نسوي شوية إحماء. Starting with Muhammad K, please.
Yes, coach.
Yep.
What we learn with pleasure, we never forget.
Yep. Okay, I think I've got your names here. Fatima, please.
Yes, what we learn with the pleasure, we never forget.
Okay. Muna, please.
Yes, what we learn with pleasure, we never forget.
Okay. And Ibtisama, please.
What we learn with pleasure, we never forget.
Now, Maha, please.
What we learn with pleasure, we never forget.
Awesome. Ragad, please.
What we learn with pleasure, we never forget.
Okay, cool, very cool. Finally, Arini, please.
What we learn with pleasure, we never forget.
Yep. Have we missed anybody?
Yes, me.
Yeah, Zainab. Sorry, Zainab. Yeah, Zainab.
What we learn without pleasure, we never forget.
Yeah, what we learn with pleasure.
With
Yep.
the pleasure.
Yeah, thank you,
Yes.
Zainab. Awesome. Well done.
You're welcome.
Okay, now tongue twisters. Tongue twisters, where we focus on some sounds, ركز على كم صوت, and we practice them. Okay, today's tongue twister: 11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. 11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. Okay, before we read, okay, first we practice, then I will tell you about the meaning. أول شيء نمارسها وبعدين أقول لكم like you know the meaning. But meaning is not important. The important thing is to practice these sounds in the in tongue twisters. So again, I will say twice slowly and a bit faster. نقولها مرتين شوية slowly and then a bit faster. Okay, again. 11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. 11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. 11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. Okay, Muhammad K, please.
11 lives like liquid. 11
licked, yeah.
little liquids.
Yeah, okay.
Labels.
Yeah,
Labels.
little licorice.
11 elves like it.
Okay. Just a moment, Muhammad. Okay, guys. We'll do it fast together. أول شيء راح نسويها سوية. So I will say, you repeat after me. Okay. Everybody. 11 elves. Yes?
11
elves. 11 elves.
Yeah. Licked 11.
Licked 11.
Licked 11.
Licked 11.
Little licorice.
Licorice.
Yeah. Lollipops.
Lollipops.
Okay. Now, 11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. Everybody.
11 elves licked 11 little
licorice lollipops.
Okay, now, you know, one by one. Muhammad K again.
11 elves licked 11 little liquids labels.
Okay.
11 elves
yeah.
licked 11 little liquids are labels.
Okay. Okay. Now, good, Muhammad. Moving on to Fatima. 11 elves licked. By the way, guys, 11 elf هذا المخلوق. elf نسميه الالف. elf الجمع elves. اللي هو شنو بالعربي؟ شنو نقول عليه بالعربي؟ yeah. elf اللي هو elf اللي هو مخلوق أسطوري خارق على هيئة إنسان جني صغير ما أعرف شنو. elf المفرد elves الجمع. elves. Okay. Good. Now 11 elves. elf هذا المخلوق elf الجمع elves. licked اللي هو بمعنى you know licked a lollipop. lollipop المصاصة you know يلطع المصاصة licked. To lick means يلعق, you know. The act was licking its paws. The cat was licking its paws, like المخالب paws. licking بمعنى يلعق, نقول يلعق. Okay, licked 11. Licorice means licorice يعني هذا الأرقسوس نقول عليه أرقسوس, you know. Licorice. How do you write licorice? Licorice. هاي الكلمة هنا عندنا بمعنى هاي هنا. let me show you this one. licorice. Licorice means أرقسوس أو هيك شي. licorice. licorice اللفظ البريطاني بالكيو، الامريكي like C. licorice اللفظ السبيلن صحيحات. نقول عرق السوس. ف licorice اللي هو a kind of a plant like a plant نبتة. licorice نلاحظ بها لفظين، هسه راح اراويكم اللفظين. licorice so licorice عرق السوس، يعني هاي المصاصة من عرق السوس like licorice lollipop. lollipop lollipop means let me show you here. lollipop, this is a lollipop اللي هي المصاصة anyways مو ضروري نعرف المعنى بالtongue twisters but why not، ليش لا، جيد نعرف المعنى. so yeah 11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. فاطمة أعتقد.
Okay. 11 elves liked 11 little licorice lollipops. 11 elves liked 11 little licorice lollipops.
Okay. زينب.
11 elves liked 11 little licorice lollipops.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
11 elves liked 11 little licorice lollipops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Now ابتسام please.
11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops.
Cool. Very cool. Now Maha please.
11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. 11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops.
Very good. Maha. Ragad please.
11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. 11 elves licked 11 little licorice
Yeah, licorice.
lollipops.
Yeah, lollipops.
Licorice
Yeah,
lollipops.
Okay, cool. Finally, Arina, please.
11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. 11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops.
Amazing. So again, elf اللي هي جمع elf. elf يعني هذا المخلوق، ما أعرف نشوفه بأفلام الكرتون وشي نقول عليه elf، الجمع elves. licorice عرق السوس نقول عليه licorice. يب licorice. أسمع منكم licorice. licorice اللي هو عرق السوس نلاقي بأشكال مختلفة licorice. تلاحظ قد مرات تشوفونه بالكيو، هذا اللفظ البريطاني يكتبوها كيو، الأمريكي يكتب سي licorice. lollipop you see we all yeah lollipop لفظها حلو lollipop اللي هي المصاصة. أكو كلمة قريبة من اللوليبوب
lollipop.
Yeah, there is a really a very similar word to this one which is lullaby. Lollipop lullaby. lollipop lullaby. أسمع منكم lullaby. lullaby جمعها lullabies يعني التهويدات اللي الأغاني اللي للأطفال يقولوها حتى ينامون. lullaby تهويدة نقول لول. يا دليلون نقول هنا lullaby التهويدة بالفصحى. تهويدات الجمع lullabies جمع lullaby التهويدة. اوكي. التهويدات الإنجليزية مصدر جيد للاستماع، لأن تقرأ على كيف، وأحيانا أكو سبتايتل كلمات جوا، فجيد أنه نسمع وممكن نتعلم هواي مفردات. Let me give you an example. This is a cool example. I love this song, this lullaby. Let's listen up. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring turns to brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. And if that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. And if that billy goat gets cross, Mama's gonna buy you a rocking horse. And if that rocking horse turns over, Mama's gonna buy you a dog named Rover. And if that dog named Rover won't bark, Mama's gonna buy you a horse and cart. And if that horse and cart fall down, you'll still be the sweetest little baby in town.
Okay, so you could notice like the song, this lullaby, sung slowly and beautifully. You could see the words, you could hear them clearly. ممكن نشوف الكلمات، ممكن نسمع like صوت الكلمات بوضوح، وهذا جيد للاستماع إذا تحبون. This is another example, I guess. There is another one. No, only this one. Anyways. اللي يحب هيك نوع من الأغاني يكتب lullaby على يوتيوب، وأكو هواي ممكن يطلع للاستماع جيد. Okay. Do you like lullabies, guys? Do you like lullabies? تحبون هاي التهويدات؟
Yes.
أكو واحد يشغلهم بالبيت؟ Yeah, there are many like hundreds هواي على يوتيوب. If you go and just on YouTube you write نكتب lullaby. Okay? Lullaby. You will see many. Okay, now a question of the day. What are some small things that make your day better? What are some small things that make your day better? أشياء صغيرة تخلي يومك أفضل. What are some small things that make your day better? Maybe a small gift, maybe a cup of tea, maybe a smile from your friend, maybe what else? A piece of chocolate. Maybe I've given you some examples, small things that make your day better. Muhammad K. Maybe seeing
Yes,
your
Scott.
children, your wife, your husband, your nephew, your niece. Yeah, lots of examples. Yeah, small things make your day better.
My baby.
Your baby. So Muhammad,
or,
yes.
my daughter.
Yep, your baby daughter. So Muhammad, when he gets back from work, you know, he sees his family, he like sees his baby daughter, he became like a happy person. Is there another example? مثال آخر?
Yes.
Okay. How about Areen? Small things that make your day better.
My children laughter
Yeah, your children.
and my friend. Yeah, laughter.
Yeah, laughter.
Smile.
Yeah,
ابتسام.
yeah.
ضحكة.
ضحكاتهم, their smiles, ابتساماتهم, their laughter, ضحكاتهم makes Areen a happy person. يجعل من Areen, سعيدة when she sees her children smiles, laugh, play. An awesome example. مثال جميل ولطيف. How about Fatima? Fatima, what are some small things that make your day better?
What things? I think a smile and work from my friend, يعني.
Yep, a smile from a friend. Yeah, very sweet.
Someone meet يعني new day, يعني special new day يعني. سوى
Yeah,
أشياء يعني جميلة تخليك سعيد.
yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. How about Muna? What are some small things that make your day better?
Yes, when I meet my friends.
Yeah, meeting friends.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Zainab? Small things that make your day better.
Okay. Cup of tea and
Cup of
chocolate.
tea. Chocolate.
Some food who I love it. And sit with my family, with my brother, mother.
Sitting
all
with your
this,
family.
yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Excellent examples from Zainab. Cup of tea, some chocolate, a good meal, sitting with family, make her a happy Zainab. How about Ibtisam? Small things that make your day better.
Yes. A beautiful word from my children and wake up early.
All right, waking early, a sweet word from Ibtisam's children would make her happy. Great. Maha, what are some small things that make your day better?
Yes, talking to parents or meeting the parents and children laughter and children are doing well.
Okay.
Yes,
So yeah.
meet the friends. يعني, that's all.
Yeah, excellent. So when Maha, meets her family, sees her children happy playing, yeah, that would make her a happy Maha. Great. How about Ragad? What are some small things that make your day a better day? Ragad, yes.
Yes. I love my family and children and tea and chocolate.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Family,
Yeah.
children, tea and chocolate would make Ragad happy. Okay. I think that's it, yeah? We didn't miss anybody. We did not miss anyone. Cool. Okay, today's expression of the day, تعبير اليوم. Head in the clouds. Head in the clouds. Let me hear it from you. أسمعها منكم. Head in the clouds.
Head in the clouds.
Okie dokie. What does that mean?
In the cloud.
Yeah. Okay. What does that mean؟ يعني شنو؟ The literal meaning يعني راس in the clouds
غيوم.
بالسحابات بالغيوم. But what does that mean like metaphorically؟ شنو معناه؟ يعني معناه نقول على واحد his head in the clouds، أو نقول على واحدة her head in the clouds، يعني نقول هذا شخص مو واقعي، شخص حالم. yeah living in a fantasy، شخص مو واقعي، شخص حالم.
يعني
yeah
خيالي.
خيالي، ما منتبه إلى الحياة وواقعيتها. فنقول عليه أو عليها her head in the clouds. أو مو بالضرورة يعني قد نعبر عن الشخصية نقول her head in the clouds أو his head in the clouds. بس مرة موقف، مثلا بهذا الموقف هذا الشخص مثلا you know مثلا قال فد شيء معين أو صرف تصرف معين، فنقول his head in the clouds. مثلا واحد بالدرس ما منتبه، كان بعالم ثاني يفكر وكذا، فشنو نقول عليه؟ نقول هي نقول عليه his head in the cloud، يعني هو ما منتبه علينا، هو دا يفكر بغير شيء. اوكي، هسه خلينا نشوف شوية فيديوهات هم من جانب نتمرن على الاستماع، وهم من جانب ثاني نتعلم استخدام هذا التعبير. فراويكم مجموعة فيديوهات قصيرة.
Hello and welcome to Lovely English Stories. Do you know the meaning of this idiom? Head in the clouds. Head in the clouds. If you have your head in the clouds, you are thinking your own thoughts and not concentrating on what is happening around you. For example, Kim always has her head in the clouds. Do you have your head in the clouds?
I think we all know someone who has their head in the clouds. In English, when we say someone has their head in the clouds, it means that they are not a super practical person. They have trouble being on time. They have trouble being organized. They have trouble getting things done because they're always thinking about other things instead of the thing that they should be thinking about. So a good example would be someone who goes to the grocery store and wanders around and doesn't buy any of the things that they actually went to buy because they're distracted by all of the things they see. We also sometimes refer to this type of person as a scatterbrain. So again, your brain is what you use to think. And if you are a scatterbrain...
فهاي لطيف هنا عندنا ممكن نقول his head in the cloud، أو ممكن نقول he is a scatterbrain. Scatterbrain distracted, not being attentive، كذلك حالم مشتت. Scatterbrain تعبير جميل. Scatterbrain, head in the cloud.
Kind of means that your thoughts are scattered. That
scattered يعني حرفيا معناها مطشر. Scattered يعني مطشر، يعني ما منظم. Like not organized. Scattered, distracted.
Thoughts are disorganized and you have trouble focusing on what you need to be doing.
Yep, yeah, cool. Thank you. I think his name Bob. This is a good guy.
Hi there, students. If your head is in the clouds, you don't know what's happening around you. And I think if you look at these two mountains here, they've both got their heads in the clouds, so they don't know what's happening, okay? It's not a good thing to have your head in the clouds. You need to keep your feet on the ground, to be down to earth and know what's going on. So, try to avoid having your head in the clouds, unless you're a mountain like that. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Okay, final video.
Hi there, students. do you have your head in the clouds, or are you more down to earth? Okay, head in the clouds. Okay, a nice collocation. It's very often used. If somebody has their head in the clouds, they don't see reality. They don't see things as they really are. Yeah? They're thinking about something else. Their mind is on something else. Let's see. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to you. My head was in the clouds. I was thinking about something else. I was miles away. Okay, to be miles away. My head was in the clouds. Yeah? Okay, so if somebody's head's in the clouds, they are not thinking about what's happening around them. They're living in a different world. Yeah? It can be quite nice to have your head in the clouds from time to time. Okay? But then we have to have a reality check. Yeah? And see the reality of things. Okay? So, his head in the clouds, with your head in the clouds. He has his head in the clouds. He's never centered on what he's doing. Yeah? And if you have your head in the clouds during class, you're not going to take in a great deal. Okay, so, head in the clouds. If you enjoyed the video...
Yeah, so head in the clouds. Scatterbrain. It's not a bad thing. هذا مو كون الإنسان حالم fanciful. It's not a bad thing. But, for example, in the class, it's not a good idea to have your head in the clouds. At work, it's not a good idea to have your head in the clouds. Sometimes, when you are in a work context, بسياق عمل, it's you need to be focused. واحد يكون مركز. لكن أحيانا شنو المانع؟ خلي يكون واحد حالم وياخذ له صفنة ويخلي his head in the clouds. هذا إن شاء الله التعبير واضح. مو بالضرورة نفتهم كل الفيديوهات، لكن جيد أنه نسمع دائما نكون عرضة ونسمع أشياء وكذا، لكن التعبير واضح إن شاء الله. his head in the clouds.
Yes, coach. Yes.
هذا الشخص الحالم نقول عليه his head in the clouds. Okay. Now speaking time. Okay, so you gonna speak for 1 minute as usual, starting with MK. MK, 1 minute. Ready? Steady, go.
Yes, coach.
Yes, Muhammad, please.
Today, I want to talk about my psychology state last night.
Yep. Your psychological state. Yes.
Last night I was bored, and all of my friends were busy.
Yeah.
To be honest,
yes.
To be honest, I don't really have friends, but I have people I can't trust and depend on.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to have friends, people I can't go out with and share some interest.
Mm-hmm.
My connections are usually professional, and we don't connected analysts. There is something important. Friends past a major impacted on your life, on your life. A lot of people wasted their lives, dreams, ambitions, and a lot of positive things because they spend a lot of time with negative, fruitless means. Anyway, I wanted to supermarket and but I can't of soda then went back, or then went back home. That's it.
Yeah, cool. Well done, Muhammad. Really cool.
Okay.
Well done.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
Fatima, please.
Okay, coach. I talking about the sports.
About sports.
Yes. Sports are very essential for every human life, which keep a human fit and fine and have physical strength. It is greatest important in each stage of life. This sports improve personality of people, keep our organ alter and heart become stronger by regular playing some kind of sport that is needed due to نتيجة physical activity. You can improve blood pressure and also remain healthy, and blood vessel remain clean. Sugar level and cholesterol in the body is also improved. So sported life is we needed to depend يعني نعتمد عليها, depended on him. So I needed to play sport, some kind of sport that help us to give energy and push energy, push نسيت الهرمون اللي الطاقة. So that is important to people play sports. That is
awesome. Very good and informative topic. But I'll give you just two tiny notes. Essential, essential means, the meaning of essential?
أساسي يعني.
Yep. And pressure, blood pressure.
ضغط الدم, blood pressure.
It's a common mistake نقول pressure أو pressure. It's a pressure أو pressure. Oh, pressure, yeah.
Yes. Pressure?
Yeah. We either say pressure or pressure.
Pressure. Yeah, mean blood pressure.
Yeah, blood pressure.
Okay.
Or blood pressure. Okay, cool. Now moving on to Muna, please. Muna.
Yes. Today I talking about how learn English.
How to learn English. Yes. Head away.
Yeah. The best way to learn English to hear sentence, not words.
Yeah, sentences, not words.
Yeah. For example, she likes to play the piano. If you learn this sentence, you can replace the word piano with another word. For example, football or tennis. In this case, you learned more than sentence in one sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, cool. But I don't know. When you finish, just tell me, hey, I am done. I am done. I've finished. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a very good advice, a piece of advice. To learn sentences, don't learn words. لا تتعلم كلمات، اتعلم جمل. يعني تتعلم جمل. تلاحظون أنه بفقرة القراءة reading time we don't learn words only, we learn sentences and stories. ما نتعلم فقط لأن الكلمة بحد ذاتها كلمة شيء حي يختلف معناه بتغير تغير like المناخ اللي موجودة به الكلمة أو السياق. لذلك دائما نتعلم جمل ما نتعلم بس كلمات. Okay, a very good piece of advice from Muna. Thank you, Muna. Okay, now moving on to Zainab, please.
Yes, I would like to talk about how to make basbousa.
How to make?
First, yes, يعني cook basbousa حلويات.
Oh yeah, cool. Very good topic.
Yeah, because I don't want anything to talk about, so I chose this.
Yeah, very cool and creative.
Yes. First, put a cup and half of the semolina, يعني سمين, a cup of oil, and a cup of sugar. Mix them all, and then add the heavy cream, and later milk. Mix them all well, and then add baking powder, and then mix it all, and then put in the oven to درجة مالتين 114. And in the end, we take sugar and water and put in the fire. And put him and the يعني خليهم في الأخير عادي أضيفه. This end. Okay.
Yeah, and then you have it. You have basbousa, Yeah, cool. Have you made it? Have you tried this recipe?
Yes, I made it قبل شوي يعني.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yes.
Very
it's
very
delicious.
Cool. And it was delicious. Okay.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you, Zainab. Okay.
You're welcome.
Moving on to Ibtisam. Yes, Ibtisam. Okay. I guess she's not around. Maha, please.
Yes. Hello.
Hey.
My story talking about in the home garden. Yes. One of days, my children and I went to the garden of the house in the afternoon. The weather was very nice. The garden was full of different flowers and beautiful trees. And we watched the bees flying from flower to another in order to collect the nectar of honey. And when I opened the water on the garden, the bird come to drink the water. The children playing many of games such as football, volleyball, and running race and other games. And it was a fun day for them because the weather was very nice and the sun was beautiful. When the sun went down and it was time for dinner, we entered the house and we were happy. Thank you for listening. Just it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Really cool, really lovely. To like see children, it's quite therapeutic to see children playing and having fun. You feel a sense of pleasure and delight. بدي أقول شعور حلو واحد إني أشوف أطفال يلعبون شعور حلو ما أعرف quite therapeutic يعني يخلي الإنسان ما أعرف يسترخي وكذا. It was a habit of mine to go daily. There is a park nearby where like every day children are playing, having fun, and I used to sit on a bench and just watching them, and it was quite therapeutic. فشي يساعد الإنسان إنه يسترخي من يشوف الأطفال يلعبون وكذا. Okay, cool. Thank you, Maha. Thank you. Awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Now, moving on to Ragad, please. Ragad? Sam? Okay. I see. In this case, we shall continue with our... How we're doing at the time. Okay, so cool. So now we have you know we've got like two things in the speaking section. فقرتين بقسم التحدث، فقرة انه نتحدث وفقرة نتعلم فد فد اساليب تساعدنا، عبارات تساعدنا وتحسن تحدثنا. فاليوم نتعلم عن showing interest، انه شلون نظهر اهتمامنا من نتحدث، من واحد يتحدث لنا شلون نظهر اهتمامنا so let's watch this conversation، نشوف هاي المحادثة and we will comment on it later، ونعلق عليها فيما بعد. showing interest، إظهار الاهتمام. let's see.
To say when you want to show interest? Listen out for useful language for showing interest. Then we'll practice saying the new phrases after this.
Morning, Bob.
Good morning.
It's so rainy today. The weather in this country is horrible.
Yes. The weather was even worse when I lived in Canada.
Oh, I didn't know that you lived in Canada, Bob. How cool.
One winter, it was so cold and windy that I fell on the ice and broke my leg in 3 places.
Oh no, you're joking.
I wish I was, Noelia. I wish I was. I was never the same after that winter, and my leg is still bad today.
Really? I'm sorry to hear that. Or you.
But it's not all bad. I met my wife in the hospital. She was the doctor who looked at my leg.
No way.
It was love at first sight.
That's brilliant.
Yes, and we're still in love 40 years later.
So in the end, breaking your leg was the best thing that could have happened.
Yes, I suppose it was.
Okay, now let's watch again and comment.
Which for showing interest. Then we'll practice saying the new phrases after this.
Morning, Bob.
Good morning.
It's so rainy today. The weather in this country is horrible.
Yes. The weather was even worse when I lived in Canada.
Oh, I didn't know that you lived in Canada, Bob. How cool.
One winter, it was so cold and windy that I fell on the ice and broke my leg in 3 places.
Oh no.
Oh no. There are like, tiny phrases we say to show interest when somebody is talking to us. اكو عبارات نقولها بالعربي بالانجليزي باي لغه من حتى نراوي انه احنا مهتمين باللي دا يقوله المقابل. if your like face is a blank sheet، اذا الوجه ما بيه تعابير، اذا انا ما اقول شيء، المقابل يفهم انه انا ما مهتم بالموضوع، ما مهتم بيه. فهاي العبارات oh no really you're joking no way، هاي العبارات اللي راح نلاحظها بهاي المحادثه وبالمحادثات الاخرى. يعني هي عبارات نستخدمها حتى I see really how cool wow you're joking. هاي العبارات ومثيلها يعني دا نقول للمقابل انا مهتم باللي تقوله، انا مهتم باللي تقولينه، انا كلش منتبه. يا. Okay, now let's watch again and comment. Which for showing interest. Then we'll practice saying the new phrases after this. Morning, Bob. Good morning. It's so rainy today. The weather in this country is horrible. Yes. وهذا يبقي يخلي حياة بالمحادثة، يخلي بها you know like you make it energetic and you know full of life. يخلي المحادثة بها حياة وبها you know اهتمام وبها اهتمام which is something we wanna have. ما حد بينا يحب انه تكون محادثاته you know like بائسة وبها اهتمام. نريد هذا الاهتمام. اوكي فخلينا نشوف like بوب and نويلة شنو عبارات اللي راح تقولها نويلة وين بوب دا يسولف لها انه شلون كسرت رجله وشلون راح المستشفى والدكتورة you know حب الدكتورة و you know like let's find out.
You're joking. I wish I was. No.
You're joking. Oh no, you're joking. You know.
Yeah, I wish I was. I was never the same after that winter, and my leg is still bad today.
Really?
Really?
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
Poor you.
But
you know, poor you. هاي عبارة أخذناها من قبل كم يوم. يا like يا مسكين فقير كذا.
It's not all bad. I met my wife in the hospital. She was the doctor who looked at my leg.
No way.
It was love at first sight.
No way. Like مستحيل ما ممكن. صدق مستحيل ما ممكن. No way.
That's brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Yes, and we're still in love 40 years later.
So in the end, breaking your leg was the best thing that could have happened.
Yes, I suppose it was.
Okay. Okay, مثل as I said, there are phrases we use to make our conversation energetic and full of life. عبارات مثل oh really. وهذا الشيء تلاحظونه من تسمعونه هواي، حتى لو like بدون ما ناخذ الموضوع من نسمعه هواي. You know راح نلاحظ هذا الأسلوب بال you know like showing interest. Okay. خلينا نشوف هذا الفيديو. الفرق ما بين أنه المحادثة بها interest في like و you know هذا مقطع من مسلسل اسمه The Big Bang Theory. فهي محادثة بين شخصين. Yes.
كان يطلع على دبي 1.
yeah.
بعدين.
أنا ما أدري إذا أنا شايف جزء منه على السينما أنا. دا نشوف أول شيء البنية ما متفاعلة ويا الولد اللي هو اسمه you know شالدن، ما متفاعلة ويا شالدن بس هيك ما مهتمة، وبعدين بدأت تهتم. فخلينا نشوف الفرق بين الحالتين أنه
First, there was place.
Yeah. Cool.
AKA PS1. Then there's PS2, PS3, and now PS4. And that makes sense. You'd think after Xbox, there'd be Xbox 2. But no. Next came Xbox 360. And now, after 360, comes Xbox One. Why one?
So, اللي أقوله يعني nobody would be interested to talk to somebody who is not who does not show interest. شالدن حالة واحدة بس هو نلاحظ انه صعب نتحدث الأحد ما like blank sheet ما يستخدم like عبارات يظهر بها اهتمامه. لذلك انه جيد يكون عندنا مجموعة عبارات we use when we talk to somebody or when somebody talking to us. من أحد يتحدث ويانا نقدر نستخدم هاي العبارات let's see.
Maybe that's how many seconds of thought they put into naming it.
Can you get the butter, please?
However, with the Xbox One, I can control my entire entertainment system using voice commands. Up until now, I've had to use Leonard.
Then get the other one. Pass the butter.
Hang on. I don't feel like you're taking this dilemma seriously.
Fine, Sheldon. You have my undivided attention.
Okay, now, the PS4 is more angular and sleek looking.
No way!
It's true. But the larger size of the Xbox One may keep it from overheating.
You wouldn't want your gaming system to overheat?
No, see, well, you absolutely would not. And furthermore, the Xbox One now comes with a Kinect included.
Included?
Yes! Not sold separately. Although the PS4 uses cool new GDDR5 RAM, while the Xbox One is still using the conventional DDR3 memory.
Why would they still be using DDR3? Are they nuts?
See, that's what I thought. But then they go and throw in an ES RAM buffer.
Oh, wait a second. Who's they?
The Xbox.
You're kidding!
No, I am not. And this ES RAM buffer should totally bridge the 100 gigabit per second bandwidth gap between the two RAM types.
This is a nightmare. How will you ever make a decision?
See, I don't know. What should I do?
Please pass the butter!
Okay, that was for fun, guys. You know, كان للمتعة. You know, but ده رأيكم جيد أنه تتحدث ويا واحد يتفاعل وياك. بس مو بهالشكل هذا. You know, like she's crazy. اوكي عندنا بعد هذا الفيديو اللي هو
مبالغة.
يا هاي مبالغة. يس you know but اوكي هذا كذلك how to show interest. نشوف هذا الفيديو شوية you know a bit advanced but let's find out. خلينا نشوف ايش قد ممكن نفهم منه.
How to with bbclearningenglish.com. Everyday English for everyday situations.
Hello, welcome to How To with me, Anna Jones. In this programme, I want to look at how to show interest when you're...
So, as you see, there is a text when she's talking, so we follow the text with her ونتابع you know النص أثناء هي متاتشي.
Having an informal conversation. There are many ways to show interest in what someone else is saying, and today we're going to look at some of the most common ways of doing this. Just before we listen to some conversations, it's worth mentioning that it's not just the words themselves that express interest, but how they are spoken. The change in sound produced by the rise and fall of the voice will also help the speaker to express interest in a conversation. In the following conversation, listen out for the expression used to show interest and how it sounds.
I'm going to the theatre next week to see a play my brother recommended.
Are you? Let me know what it's like and I might try to book tickets. It seems ages since I've been to see a good play.
Did you hear the expression and the tone of voice used?
Are you? Are you?
And as it's a question, the voice naturally rises at the end. This short question, are you, also uses the same tense as the other person, in this case, the present tense. Have a listen to another example in the present tense. What is the expression used here?
I really enjoy going to my dance class every week.
Do you? I used to do ballet once a week, but my teacher moved house and I haven't found another one yet. I really must get round to doing something about it.
And the expression is...
Do you? Do you?
As you can hear, the person who is expressing interest will reply in the same tense. So far, we've heard the present tense used. Now listen to two examples in the past tense. Listen out for the expressions as well as the tone of the speaker's voice.
Did you go to Jack's birthday party last week? I did. The party was great, but I think I ate something that made me ill. I was in bed until yesterday. Were you? You should have told me earlier. I could have come round to visit you.
Have you been to any good restaurants lately?
Well, I tried that new Italian restaurant last week.
Did you? What did you have to eat?
And the expressions are...
Were you?
Did you?
You're listening to How To with bbclearningenglish.com.
So far today, we've heard 4 different expressions which show interest in conversations. Are you? Do you? Were you? Did you? Now listen to 3 new conversations where the speakers use other common expressions to show interest. What are these expressions?
I found out today that I'm going to win a prize for a short story I submitted to a competition in a national newspaper.
Wow, that's a real achievement. I'm always entering competitions and I've never won a thing.
Did you hear that she got engaged, changed her job and moved house all in 1 week?
Really? That sounds like a busy week.
Did you know that if you sign up for a subscription for at least 12 months, then you get a 25% discount?
That's interesting. I think I might take out a subscription myself.
And the 3 expressions are...
Wow.
Really?
That's interesting.
Listen again, and this time try to concentrate on the tone of each speaker who's expressing interest in the conversations.
I found out today that I'm going to win a prize for a short story I submitted to a competition in a national newspaper.
Wow, that's a real achievement. I'm always entering competitions and I've never won a thing.
Did you hear that she got engaged, changed her job and moved house all in 1 week?
Really? That sounds like a busy week.
Did you know that if you sign up for a subscription for at least 12 months, then you get a 25% discount?
That's interesting. I think I might take out a subscription myself.
So as you can hear, the tone of the speaker's voice also helps to express a real interest in what the other person is saying. Well, that's about all from this edition of How To. Today, we've looked at how to use different expressions to express interest during a conversation. Are you? Do you? Were you? Did you? Wow. Really? That's interesting. So next time you're having an interesting conversation with one of your friends and you want to show them that you really are interested in what they're saying, then you know what expressions to use.
So I think this one was a bit easy. هذا كان مفهوم للجميع عموما هذا الفيديو.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, coach.
This one.
Yes.
But I think okay. This one a bit challenging. هذا شوية بصعوبة هذا الفيديو مال BBC.
Few.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. So
No.
was easy for Muna. This was easy for you. هذا كان سهل بالنسبة لك.
Yes. Very
Okay.
easy.
This one.
But I am something.
Yeah, it's a bit
something
advanced. شوية متقدم. Yeah. Okay. So guys, we will stop here. We will take a breather. We'll give you a breather. We'll give you a kind of rest for 10 minutes, and we will come back. In 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Take care.
Okay.
See you in a bit. Bye bye.
See you.